Most sellers with ADHD struggle to get going in the morning. You have the best of intentions. You have all these plans of everything you're going to do, and before you know it, the day is basically gone. But the problem isn't motivation. It's the way that you're structuring your tasks. Because ADHD brains are not driven by importance. ADHD brains are driven by interest. We follow what interests us the most, even though it may not be the most important thing for us to do. So if you don't set up your day the right way, you'll get stuck even before you begin. Hi, I'm Amber Deibert. I'm a performance coach for enterprise sellers. I help with mindset and productivity. I recently got diagnosed with ADHD myself. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not certified in ADHD. I want to share with you what has helped me. There's a simple thing that you can do. It's going to help you immensely. It's going to help you get your day going, and you're going to get so much more done in so much less time. Today, I'm breaking down 3 ADHD-friendly strategies to help you get started in your day. Make sure you stick around for tip number 3 because that's where everything really clicks into place. Okay, let's dive in. I've always wondered what makes a neurotypical different from somebody with ADHD, and I recently heard on a podcast that neurotypicals have an importance-focused brain. They know what's important, they focus on that, they get the important things done in most cases. I think there's a lot of variation here. Whereas people with ADHD, we have an interest-focused brain. We go down the rabbit holes. We're so curious. We want to know about everything. Like, what happened to that Tanya Harding thing that happened years ago? And so we get stuck doing things that are not important, but they're so interesting. It's really tricky for us when people give us advice like, just get it done. Just do the hard thing. Just get it done right away. Don't even think about it. That's difficult for ADHD brains. This is why you can get lost for hours researching some random topic, but you have a very difficult time sending an email. So if you wait until you just have the motivation and you feel like doing it, you're going to be waiting for a long time. Instead, you can design your workday to help get the inertia going and pull you into action. One of the best ways to do that is to use small tasks to build momentum, which brings us to point number 2. Point number 2. ADHD brains have a very difficult time doing the hardest, biggest, hairiest task first. You've probably heard the advice, eat a frog first thing in the morning. This is an old Mark Twain quote. He basically says, do the biggest, hardest thing first thing in the morning, and the rest of your day will be super easy. You won't have anything more difficult to do the rest of your day. This is really bad advice for people with ADHD because what happens is we have that big, hairy, urgent thing that we have to do and we procrastinate it and we procrastinate more and we procrastinate more until finally it's like 4 p.m. We've wasted our entire day and we still haven't got that thing done, but now we have the deadline and the pressure and the fear motivating us, which is a horrible place to be, which let's be honest, we still get it done, but it's not in the way that we want. And then we're beating our head against the desk, speaking from personal experience. And we're like, what is wrong with me? Why can't I get this done? I know what I need to do. Why can't I get it done? Well, ADHD brains don't do well with really big tasks. Instead, we do much better with super small tasks. It's better advice for us to do the small tasks first and start to build the momentum and get the inertia going. Because once it's going, then we generally get a lot more done. So don't save your biggest, hairiest task for first thing in the morning because that is going to halt the rest of your day. You'll get stuck. You'll be frozen. You'll be just leaning into distractions because you'll feel so overwhelmed. And then you'll have to rely on the deadline and the pressure and the fear to get you to finally actually do that task. If this has been helpful for you so far, please like this. Please rate it, subscribe, review. I would love to get this in the hands of more sellers. Okay, so point number 3. The very best thing you can do with your ADHD brain is break down your tasks super, super, super small. Overwhelm is caused when you have a task that's too big or too unknown. It feels really intense. It feels like something that you don't want to do and you don't have the motivation to get it done. And so instead, you waste your day filtering through emails or responding to Slack messages or doom scrolling LinkedIn or playing chess on your phone and doing things that you don't really want to be doing because you want to hit those goals. You have big ambitions and you know that it's possible for you, but there's a part of you that's like, I know it's possible, but I'm still not doing it. So what's wrong with me? This is where you can save yourself so much heartache and actually get yourself into action. Break down your tasks super, super, super small. ADHD brains have a hard time estimating how much effort something's going to take. ADHD brains think that the effort is going to be way more than it actually is. And so there's a few ways that you can work around this. First of all, break your tasks down so small that every task feels like something that you want to cherry pick off your list. So rather than having a task that says finish the presentation, have the first task be log into the browser. Your second task might be review all the pictures. Your third task might be just look through the presentation and see if there's any typos. Breaking them down super small will tell your brain like, oh, that looks really easy. I could totally do that. And it will help you get the inertia going. If this still doesn't help, you can use my favorite technique. This is what I use on myself to trick myself into getting work done every day. Write down a time estimate for each one of your tasks. Our brains overestimate how much time something is going to take. And so by writing down a time estimate, you give yourself a much better idea of how much effort this actually will be. It may be that you're like me and you know that you need to send a follow-up email, but you're hesitating doing it because it feels emotionally draining. But then when you notice it's actually going to take you 1 minute to copy and paste the text into the email and send it, you realize, oh, actually, this is a very easy task. This is not going to take very much effort at all, and I can get this done right away, and then I can get that hit of dopamine from crossing it off my list. Which of these tips do you feel like has been most helpful for you? I would love to know. So just to reiterate, ADHD brains don't need more willpower. We just need to be really strategic about how we structure our days to get more done. And with ADHD, if you start small, so stupidly small, you can build the momentum and you can get the inertia going. And pretty soon you'll have knocked out all of your tasks for the day. If you found this helpful, be sure to hit subscribe. I've got tons more strategies coming your way that I would love to share with you. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.